Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
The future definitely lies, I strongly believe, in analytics. And he should be able to take sound decisions based on data he analyzes. He should be equipped with sound data analysis tools, data visualization, data mining, data analytics, and a very good exposure to digital marketing and analytics.
B-school admissions are a tricky ball game. Some put emphasis on your profile, some look for your extracurriculars, some give emphasis on your zeal to learn during the interview. B-schools have their own criterion and students are picked in a way that aligns with the institute's pedagogy. We have someone who is responsible for this particular selection at NL Dalmia. Dr. Mangesh Kasbekar is not only a professor of marketing at NL Dalmia, but also heads admissions for the PGDM and is the head of Global MBA program. Welcome, Dr. Kasbekar, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting.
All right, Dr. Kasbekar, you've done your PhD in business management and you've worked with companies like Bose Corporation before shifting to academics. How do you think your experience coupled with academics help you in your teaching your students better that you're doing right now?
Well, I always believe that MBA is in the doing than just the learning part of it. It's more experiential in nature. You are better equipped as a faculty to face a class and give them insights if you come from a corporate background, particularly with MNCs like Bose Corporation. You love to give a flavor and perspective of both the global issues as well as local concerns. I always consider myself as a facilitator, where I love to trigger the mindsets of the students and compel them.
You started teaching marketing to students in the year 2008, a time when things were dwindling globally with respect to the economy and jobs, which we are seeing even now, thanks to the global pandemic that we are looking at. From the time you started teaching, what are some of the things that has transformed in the world of marketing according to you?
Well, there is a plethora of changes we have seen both in academics as well as corporate world. For instance, a marketing student of this era cannot remain ignorant and oblivious to the dynamic world of digital marketing that includes social media marketing and analytics. Tools like social listening, design thinking, understanding buying behavior through neural marketing, the entire world of data visualization, data analytics, and storytelling through data, machine learning, of course. I can't imagine a marketing student of today not well versed with Python compared to a 2007 marketing student. And of course, the world has become a much smaller place. We need to have a global perspective in most of the business decisions and thrive to adapt the best global practice.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you there, Dr. Kasbekar. Moving on, you joined NL Dalmia as an associate professor for marketing in 2015. And since then, you have handled multiple roles in the institute. Take us through some of the interesting stories that you have come across in all these years from your class.
I have a habit of writing QET, that stands for Question Everything, at the corner of the whiteboard before I commence my lecture. And now it has gone to an extent where I have seen students writing QET before I walk in the class. So I have faced some really bright students at NL Dalmia, and I remember the long discussions I have with them till late night. It's a proud moment when you see them doing excellent in their careers in India as well as globally.
Dr. Kasbekar, you are also the program head of the Global MBA program that is run at NL Dalmia, and you're the head of admissions as well. Tell us a bit about the Global MBA program. Who is it exactly for, and why should someone consider NL Dalmia for the same?
So Global MBA program is a 1+1 program in association with University of Wisconsin Parkside, which is a state university in US. Now, in this program, a student spends first year of 11 months as a foundation program for University of Wisconsin Parkside at NL Dalmia, India, and the second year at University of Wisconsin Parkside, US. At the end of the program, the student gets an MBA degree from University of Wisconsin Parkside, which is AACSB accredited. Now, AACSB, as you know, is one of the gold standards of accreditation globally. In the second year, he or she can opt for any of the 5 specializations. He can opt for a finance or marketing or general management or global supply chain management, data analytics, or he or she can also pursue a dual specialization. Now, we all know that US is a hot destination for MBA, and for anyone who wants to pursue his MBA from US, he or she needs to give a TOEFL, a GRE or a GMAT with a decent score, need to have some work experience prior MBA, and needless to say, the 2-year stay in US itself would be a very costly affair. So the advantage of the Global MBA program at NL Dalmia is once the student gets an admission at NL Dalmia for the first year of 11 months of foundation program, he just needs to get a US equivalent GPA of 2.75 on a scale of 4 in the first year 11 months at NL Dalmia for him to qualify to go to US in the second year. So whatever he learns, the subjects that he learns in the first year of 11 months at NL Dalmia, the credits are directly transferred to University of Wisconsin Parkside, and the student gets admission in the second year of University of Wisconsin Parkside. So the advantage of this association is TOEFL, GMAT or GRE is not needed. It's waived off. Your work experience is not required. Of course, work experience would always be an added advantage to the student, but that is waived off. And since he or she is pursuing 1 year of 11 months in Mumbai, India, the total cost drastically comes down by a whooping 50%. Okay. So also we as an institute take care of all the paperwork required for visa interviews and the necessary academic documents required by University of Wisconsin Parkside. So all the student has to do is concentrate on his studies and get a good quality education. So we have been running this program successfully since 2017, and now the admissions are open for the 5th batch.
So what are some of the qualities that you as someone who heads the admission looks at for students who should come to NL Dalmia and be part of the institute? What are some basic traits that you're looking for during the interview?
Right. So we select candidates based on the holistic profile. Yeah. First and foremost, you should have a state-of-the-art communication skills that includes both verbal as well as non-verbal. Have clarity of thoughts and strong statement of purpose why he wants to pursue the program. He should have a decent domain knowledge, the field he has graduated in, how well read he is with regards to the current affairs and the latest happenings in the world of business, his past academic records, how impressive they are, and last but not the least, his overall personality. Now, it's just not how well dressed he is, but his overall body language and his attitude towards looking at things. So apart from this, there are general tips: be well dressed during an interview, be confident and wear a half smile on your face, have a good elevator pitch while introducing yourself, be specific to the questions asked, don't beat around the bush, and be well read what's happening in the world of business.
As a marketing professor, what are some of the future trends and skills and qualities you feel that our students should possess in order to make the best of the opportunities that are to come within this field?
There are certain skill sets which we feel that he or she must know, whichever fields he or she belongs to, not necessarily only marketing, but finance as well as HR. And these are excellent communication skills, both verbal and non-verbal, particularly written, a good hands-on experience on MS Excel and MS PowerPoints. As far as qualities are concerned, I feel that he or she should never be complacent, should always be a go-getter, have a professional way of work in each and everything he or she does. The future definitely lies, I strongly believe, in analytics. And he should be able to take sound decisions based on data he analyzes. He should be equipped with sound data analysis tools, data visualization, data mining, data analytics, and a very good exposure to digital marketing and analytics. With the 1+1 Global MBA program, which we have, the student gets an exposure to programs such as business game simulations, which actually integrates all the learnings that he or she garnered in the MBA program and gives him or her a much better practical learning, I should say.
Right. Dr. Kasbekar, before we let you go, what would be your advice to all the students watching this video in terms of selecting their B school or specialization that they are not sure of at this moment?
My advice would be, and it always is, that you do MBA once in your lifetime, do it from the best. NL Dalmia has a strong reputation in the industry and academic circles. A program like Global MBA gives you an opportunity to leverage best of both of the worlds. Being first year of 11 months at NL Dalmia, you develop a sound foundation. And the second year at University of Wisconsin Parkside, you get a global experience with multinational students giving you a global perspective.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Kasbekar, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you.
All right.